Gone. All right, shalom, shalom, shalom. We are the Hebrew Israelites. Of course, coming week in and week out, the course, the prophesy, downfall of America, and of course, upliftment, which is 12 tribes of Israel, which is so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and also to give you the info and the prophecy, that is soon to come and soon to be, prepared for. So you make sure that, of course, we keep our eyes, locked in and girded, because the scripture says, be wise and, I guess be circumspect, because the days are evil, man. So, of course, like I said, we can give this latest info. And, this info is going to be talking about Moab, man. Because as you can see, what a lot of people don't know, because people think that Moab is going to be the next superpower, when actually that's not the case, man. It's only for what? For who? You know what I mean? For the for the rich elites, whoever, these Moabs are, man. Because they believe they're the next superpower. But meanwhile, though, same thing how Esau does, because whatever Esau does, like I said, the other nations follow. So how the way, Moab traded, basically how Moab traded basically his quote unquote lower class people, how you say they're gonna be in very serious trouble, man. Especially when the dark times come, man, because these elites Moab don't give a fuck about their own people either, man. But of course they don't tell you that, man. And the further proof I give evidence on that is, like I said, you got these two Edomites. It's called Lightweight86 on YouTube, and it's called ADV in China. And basically, like I said, these Edomites, like I say, they live there, they love China, but at the same time, though, they can see all the bullshit that's going down in China. Recently, like a couple of months ago, how you say, actually, it's still going on, but actually, there's a flood thing going on, man. But of course, how you say the Moab don't want to give that picture out there, man, because Moab wants to, make China, oh, China's the best, China's the superpower. But meanwhile, behind closed doors, everything is falling apart. How you say the lower class are being killed, especially doing that, especially how you say they got the little that smug thing in the work plant. Basically, it makes it hard for basically people to breathe, man. The coal mines and everything, and they breathe it in. And of course, like I said, they're weak, and of course they can't go against the government, because they go against their government, they're gonna be locked up. So now, of course, like I said, these other nations are scared. They have no backbone, so all they're gonna do is just suck it up and just keep moving, man. They just survive, man. But of course, they don't tell you this, man. But like I said, there's a lot of things that like I said, that Moab is going through, man. So like I said, it's all lies and all deceit, because we know that Moab is not gonna be the next superpower, man. Like, again. Hey, the scripture says what? That the Lord shall have them in derision, But of course, like I said, I don't digress. So, like I said, we're gonna get straight to the article.
This is an article out of the New York Times. Came out today, November 2nd, 2021. And the title of it is, China urges families to stock up on food for winter months. Reading on. China has called on families and local governments to stock up on daily necessities as the country enforces stringent restrictions intended to curb a number of jab outbreaks. The Chinese Ministry of Commerce issued the guidance in a statement on Monday. The Economic Daily and Communist Party-backed newspaper said that directives were an effort by the government to prepare the public for jab lockdowns in the prelude to winter. So, reading on, China has enforced a zero jab policy that includes widespread testing and lockdowns to stop out any small resurgence of the jab virus. The country is battling several jab 19 outbreaks. Pan Jinwan, an agriculture analyst at the Dutch lender Rabobank, said the directives to stock up on necessities is mainly about warning residents to prepare for any quarantine of jab cases occur in their community. Extreme weather events in recent months, including flooding, have ruined
There you go. Of course, I can get that. So I can cut you off.
No.
No,
You have something.
No, I got a piece up as soon as you get that.
Con.
Read that. So I get that quick paragraph.
Con.
Right.
Extreme weather events in recent months, including flooding, have ruined crops and disrupted food chain supplies in part of the country, Miss Pan added.
And that's right, man. As you can see, like I said, like again, I'm not just talking this out of my ass. Like I said, the articles and YouTube. Like I said, I told you, ADV China and Highway 86, man. Like I said, they're exposing Moab to the T, man. About like I said, the wicked decrees, the laws, the racism, you know, like the famine, the destruction, and the pestilence that is going on, man. You know, and that's why what? It's like roughly paraphrasing. That's why, that's why, like I say, if you're in China, like I said, you can't watch YouTube or something like that because, you know, they got a VPN block unless the government owns it. So again, they're trying to censor everything, man. You know, but of course, like I said, no matter what they do, like I said, they can't censor it, man, because what? The VPN, man, you know? Like I said, that basically, like I said, goes through the government system, so basically they can't control it, man.
Yeah.
You know, and of course when I get this is Isaiah 47:3. It says, "Thy nakedness shall be uncovered." Yea. It says thy shame shall be seen, man. And as you can see, man, how you say Moab is like I said, the whole world's the whole world knows about Moab, man, about what the shame and the wickedness, like I said, they have done, man. You know, and of course, also, there goes to the curses as well. Let me get it right quick. Can you speak for a second?
Yeah. So, I mean, everything that Moab is going through, Moab deserves.
Yep.
Now, what they're doing that is really telling is they're telling their people to prepare for what's coming and specifically, you know, the next lockdown because of the Jab 19. You know what I'm saying? And they're telling you what's coming, but Jake over here ain't listening. You know, and you know, I'll speak on that later. But
and as well too. Like I said, the majority of the citizens over there are basically majority poor, man. Like I said, if you're not living in Shanghai or these major cities, you know, like I said, majority of it are basically, like I said, rural areas. Like I said, poor piss countries where, like I said, majorities land and farming and all that, man. And of course, how you say with the famine that's going on, how you say it's hard to even basically get up food, let alone stock it, man. So when that time comes, like I said, a lot of people gonna be frozen to death. A family's gonna come, you know. You know, as a matter of fact, like I said in the past, I forgot who was the leader. I forgot his name. You know, like I said, he was a communist, basically. Like I said, during his reign, like I said, a lot of people, like I said, actually started death, man, and started cannibalism, man. You know, during that time, right? And people still worship him. Like I said, doing that doctrine. Like I said, you know, like I said, Moab doesn't want to know his true history, man. You know, that's why they always had to communicate lies and worship this. And like I said, if you back talk against that government, you're gonna get locked up, man.
You know? If I may say this,
go ahead.
That they, you know, the idea of famine in the recent history is nothing new. I mean, it may be new to a lot of people because, you know, these nations have even hidden their histories dealing with famines. But you know, these governments have always used famines to control their people. As a matter of fact, I think in the early 1900s there was a Chinese famine. You know, dealt by the Communist Party. So you know, the famines ain't nothing new. America has had famines, you know, especially dealing with the Native Americans. You know what I'm saying? You starve them out and then you kill them. You know, but they're telling you why they want you to, you know, stock up food because of what's coming.
And also, like I said, they put the fear. And you know, I wouldn't be surprised if the majority of those people don't even know what's going on, man. You know, like I said, the government's not going to tell them this, man. You know, basically, like I said, ultimately, like I said, it's like ultimately they're out there to basically defend for themselves. Like I said, what's that saying? The strong survive and the weak die, man. And that's how it always is.
I got a precept dealing with Jake. The book of Ezekiel, chapter 3 and verse number, I start at 16. And it came to pass, I go to verse 17. Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. And that's what the watchman does. That's what we're doing. We're warning the people of the nation of Israel, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, what's happening around the world, because inevitably it's going to end up here. Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore, hear the word at my mouth and give them warning from me. We're throwing out these epistles as a warning to you blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, or so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. This is a warning, because although this is happening on the other side of the planet, it's going to come here. It's going to end up at your front door. And these things are just happening quick. Jake don't read the newspaper. You know what I'm saying? If you don't hear about, if Jake don't hear about it on World Star or TikTok or wherever, he's just lost. And you know that Jake is not gonna I say read the articles in the alternative media television. Nope. Like I said, if it's only on TikTok, whatever, like I said, the most popular sites, then Jake, like I said, Jake make taking me heed to it. But as far as like I said, bringing out these articles, like I said, Jake, it's going through his head, man. Yep. Like this, Jake could skip over two men warning them sitting in the car. You know what I'm saying? Jake could see this video and be like, oh man, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And skip right over it. And miss the whole entire message. But I just wanted to bring that out because we're warning you people that this is coming. Okay. And of course, like I said, going back to Moab, and it says, this is Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 6, because the scripture does say that the curses shall fall upon our enemies, man. Right. And as you can see, this is what's happening, man. That's right. And it says, cursed thou shalt be in the city, and cursed thou shalt be in the field. Cursed thou shalt be thy basket and thy store, man. As you can see, like I said, the stores, right? That's what, again, prime example, like I said, the picture that we see, man. Like I said, man, the scripture come out beautiful, man. That's right. Verse 19, it says, cursed thou be when thou comest in, and cursed thou be when thou goest out, man. So they going in, going out, being, like I say, of course, like, damn well they fighting each other for basically the crumbs and the circus that they get, man. Yep. And it says, and the Lord shall make pestilence cleave unto thee, and he have consumed thee from off the land whither thou goest, man. And let's get more on this, just a couple of more. Okay, and famine comes, verse 26, and it says, and thy carcasses shall be meat unto all the fowls of the air, and unto the beasts of the earth, and no man shall fray from the way, man. So when that time comes, like I said, when you die somewhere, like I said, the carcasses, where the animals can get off of them, they're gonna eat it too, man. Yep. And like I said, man, if you're a low class Moab, like I said, man, like you don't prepare, you really much done for, man. Yeah. Let's see. Verse 38. And it says, thou shalt carry much seed into the field and gather but little in, for the locust shall consume it. Like I said, Moab is suffering a crisis as well from locusts and all that as well. Yep. And it says, thou shalt plant vineyards and dress them, but shall neither drink of the wine nor gather the grapes, for the worm shall eat them, man. And that's, let's see. Yep. If it happened to us, it's gonna happen to you. Yeah, basically, like I said, all the curses, like I said, is falling apart. But of course, like I said, I'm just going off this article, Yep. But but basically, you can go ahead. The house of David is being lifted up. Reading on, as a consequence, the cost of certain foods, inflation, such as vegetables, has soared. Some vegetables, like spinach, have doubled in price. In some cases, costing as much as meat does, according to one local report. Some residents have taken to social media in recent days to complain about the skyrocketing prices. So even over there in Moab land, they're complaining. Reading on, And it reads, one commenter on the Chinese platform Weibo described the shock as being told the price of tomatoes during a recent trip to the market. I thought I had a hearing problem, the person wrote. Let me see.
If that was it, then you can get the other one.
Yeah. I mean, that was it on that.
Okay.
But you got something?
Yeah. Yeah. You can get the other article.
Oh, okay, Connor.
I got something. And it says, this is Isaiah chapter 16, verse 7. And it says, we have heard the pride of Moab. He is very proud. You know, even his haughtiness and his pride and his wrath. You know, and as you can see, what? How you say what? Before what? He was exposed, right? Mo was talking all that shit about, yeah, America's gonna fall. We're gonna make superpowers. The red and yellow. How you say? We got billions of people and 6G and all that stuff. But hey, like I said before, supposed to being undercover. Look at all this dirty shit that you got right there. Yeah. You gotta explain it. You know, you talking about being a superpower, but again, how you say, your people are being destroyed. You know, your lies are being uncovered. You know, and it says, but his lies shall not be so. Therefore shall Moab howl for Moab. Everyone shall howl. And as you can see, the people are howling, the people are getting upset and afraid, man. They're howling and screaming. For the foundations of Kiresh shall ye mourn. Surely they are stricken, man. And as you can see, man, hey, like I said, they like I said, lockdowns and everything. A perfect example, a perfect scripture for that article, man. And as you can see, hey, they're howling and crying, man. You know, like I said, this is a very serious time that Moab is going through, and it's gonna get worse, man.
But wait, there's more. You ready for me to bring this out?
You go ahead.
Because it gets better. Still over there in Moab land. This is out of the Bloomberg this is out of Bloomberg, and it's dated November 2nd, 2021, today. And the title of it reads, Beijing quarantines school children in pursuit of Jab Zero. Woof. Reading on the article, the bullet points it has here is, let me wait for that vehicle to go. The bullet points that it has is, the leader of the Jab Task Force says reopening would be more costly. And the second bullet point is, more challenges loom as ministry says families should stock up. And that lines right up until the article that we just read. Read on. Parents gathered outside a primary school in Beijing late into the night on Monday, anxiously waiting for their children who were caught in a snap lockdown triggered by a teacher diagnosed hours earlier with Jab 19. Wow. Reading on, the principal came out a little past midnight telling them of the kids would have to... So let me read that again. The principal came out a little past midnight telling them, the parents, that some of the kids would have to quarantine. Each would have one parent accompany them through the 2 weeks of isolation. For students whose test results hadn't yet come back, parents were asked to bring quilts and pillows to spend the night at the school. Perhaps nowhere in the world can a single jab case trigger such an extensive contact tracing and quarantine requirements as in Beijing. Our officials are going to extraordinary lengths to halt the transmission of the highly infectious D variant. China's capital is in the midst of its biggest outbreak since the beginning of the year. Having gotten caught as the virus swept across more than half of the country. Quarantining kids. A nearby junior high school also had to quarantine. The infected teacher's child, a student there, was stricken by the virus. Oops. Yeah. Was stricken by the virus. Another 16 schools in the Borner Choyang district was closed since half of the school members could have been exposed to the pathogen when they got the booster shots at the same jab site as the infected teacher just days before she was diagnosed. China is fighting tooth and nail against the resurgence of the Delta that spanned the country in just 2 weeks. While COVID insurrections are becoming more frequent and causing widespread infections, China has hardened its stance on eradicating the virus from its soil, defying a global trend that has seen so-called jab zero countries increasingly learn to live with the disease. Man, in a sign that Beijing is willing to bear even greater pain to beat back the current waves of the Delta resurgence, the Ministry of Commerce has urged residents to stock up on necessities. Over time, the approach that will help them deal with the lockdowns will also improve readiness for other emergencies, according to the commentary published Tuesday in the Economic Daily, a state-backed newspaper.
Let me get this real quick.
I got one more paragraph if you want me to get it. Or
let me get this real quick.
Okay,
I was going a little bit up about the kids. And it says, this is Jeremiah 48:4. It says, Moab is destroyed. Her little ones have cause to cry to be heard, man. And as you can see, right? The children are crying. Like I said, when they're young, they get so-called innocent. How you say, they don't know what's going on, And like I said, those are the weakest ones, man. You know? So like I said, it's going bad in China. And as well, too, before you get that, let's say one last thing. Like I said, if you're a foreigner in China, whether it be a Jake or Edom or any other nation, you better get the fuck up out of there, man. Because once he's locked this shit down, they're not gonna let you get out of that. Get out of China, man. Nope. Like I said, if you've been prepared, you basically fucked. And that's one of the bad cases, man. Especially, like I said, doing this Vaseline season, man. Like I said, worst case scenario is just being in a different country that you're not really originally from, man.
Oh yeah.
Especially if you're not their people. Of course, like I said before, you can see how they're treating their own people. So how much and less more of you being a foreigner?
Yeah.
So, you can go ahead.
Yeah, it's a very good point.
Con.
Reading on with this last paragraph. While countries like Singapore and Australia balked at the economic and social costs of locking the jab people down indefinitely to snuff out the transmission of often mild cases, China still sees a positive cost-benefit ratio. The stringent steps taken to quash the virus are less costly than the price of the world's most likely countries would pay. So let me read that again. The stringent steps being taken to quash the virus are less costly than the price the world's most populous country would pay if it opened up and sparked a surge. One of the country's top jab advisors said, "Zero tolerance or zero transmission, we have no option but to do this because the jab spreads too fast and replicates exponentially," said Zoing Nashan, the prominent, pulmonologist who heads a jab task force set up after the virus emerged in the late 2019. This is indeed costly to adopt the strategy of zero transmission, but leaving the jab uncontrolled and opening up will be even more so, he told the state broadcaster CCTV Monday. That's it on that.
Con. I got two scriptures. And it says, this is Jeremiah 48:39. It says, they shall house saying, how is it broken down? Have Moab turned the back with shame? So shall Moab be a derision and a dismaying all about them, about him, man. And as you can see, you know, because these elites, they they think they doing something right by second that facing their own people, you know, of course for the New World Order, because you know, like I said, you know, align with the New World Order. But meanwhile, though, that's actually the Lord actually destroying their, like I said, their people and their sources, man, which is going to do what actually backfire, man. And trust me, it is going to backfire, man. And of course, I want to get one more scripture. This is Jeremiah chapter 48, verse 42, and it says, and Moab shall be destroyed for being a people, because he have magnified himself against the Lord, man. And as you can see, like I said before, right, Tangent want to be the next superpower. So the Lord said, what again? It says, and Moab shall be destroyed for being a people, because he have magnified against the Lord, himself against the Lord, man. You know, like I said, by being proud. He's a very proud man. And so what? The Lord got to teach you a lesson, man. So the Lord going to teach you a lesson right now, man, by actually, like I said, by destroying your crops, your food sources, you know, and then you believe that you're going to be, like I said, and of course, like I said, the Lord is going to send you to the Valley of Jehoshaphat, man, during World War III, because, hey, when that time comes, when, like I said, all you other nations gather for war, that's when the Lord's going to come back, you know, and of course, like I said, and basically get what he deserves, man, you know, his rulership, along with the elect. So, hey, like I said, hey, it all adds up the pieces together, man. So, you want to say anything?
Like I got a precept.
Go ahead.
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 7 and verse 11. Violence is risen up into a rod of wickedness. None of them shall remain, nor of their multitude, nor of any of theirs. Neither shall there be wailing for them. The time is come, the day draweth near. Let not the buyer rejoice, nor the seller mourn, for wrath is upon all the multitude thereof. For the seller shall not return to that which is sold, although they were yet alive. For the vision is touching the whole multitude thereof, which shall not return. Neither shall any strengthen himself in the iniquity of his life. So everybody's mourning. The seller's mourning. Well, the seller's happy now, but eventually they're going to mourn. But the buyers are mourning. You know, this inflation is going to hit a lot of people. This famine is going to destroy a lot of nations. You know? Yep.
Not just in China, but it's happening throughout the four corners of the globe. So again, it's happening to every other nation, like I said, you know, besides Moab, you know, all the other nations, including 2/3 of our people, man. Because hey, it's time for it's time for judgment, man. You know, what was I saying? It's slowly but surely coming, man. You know, and I just heard, you know, I just got a call that the price of, you know, like drinks and food have gone up a little bit, man. You know, like I said, you know, like I said before we did the video, you know, what I mean, of course, you know, talk about like someone about food, it was up to like $74, man. You know, and we look at it back in the days, right? You can actually get like a big ass, like I said, man, a big ass tons of food in a cart, man, you know, for like $20 or $70, man. But as you can see, man, you know, especially going out to eat, like I said, man, hey, everything is going up, man. You know, and like I said, if you're the average common person, like I said, that's barely making paycheck to paycheck, you know, I say, you're gonna be left out, man. You know, and that's when riot's gonna come, looting, stealing, murdering, you know. Hey, everything is basically being in line together, man.
That's right.
And again, it's prophecy, man.
That's right.
So
can I bring this?
Go ahead, bring it up. Go ahead.
Reading on in the book of Ezekiel, chapter 7, verse 13. No, jumping down to verse 14. They have blown the trumpet, even to make all ready, but none goeth to battle. For my wrath is upon all the multitude thereof. The sword is without, and the pestilence and the famine within. He that is in the field shall die with the sword, and he that is in the city, famine and pestilence shall devour him. That's what's coming. That's what's here. You know, upon the whole earth. You know, these devils are. These devils have everything in order. Everything is in place for this new industrial revolution. and mainly to get you people destroyed, and
or basically submit to the New World Order.
They're ready for this. You know, these devils aren't preparing for a dark winter for nothing. You know,
don't forget Revelation 12:12. He had but a short time, so he got to get this thing rolling, man.
Speaking of which, they just had the climate control summit, and Prince William or Prince Charles, whoever he was. Hold on a second. Let me get it. Let me get his name. Prince Charles gave a statement at the COP26 climate summit in Glasgow. And basically what he said was, we need to act now.
Told you.
We need to bring this in militarily. So what does that mean? That means that these devils got everything in order and they're ready to move. You know what I'm saying? The spirit is in the air where even the other nations are heavy in the spirit by saying, I feel like something big is about to happen.
They got to move too, you know?
Yeah.
You know? Again, like I said, all these leaders, like I said, what the UN, right? The NATO and the European Union, like I said, hey, like I said, their own cahoots. Like I said, they all got agenda they got to do, man. You know, time is running short.
Yeah. Can I read his statement?
Go ahead.
This is Prince Charles' statement that he gave at the COP26 Climate Summit meeting in Glasgow. I know you all carry a heavy burden on your shoulders, and you do not need me to tell you that the eyes and hopes of the world is upon you to act with all dispatch and decisively, because time is quite literally running out. And that goes into what you were saying in the book of
12 Revelations.
He knows that his time is short. You know? So these devils know. That's all I got.
God. Let me get this one quick reset. This is Revelation 18:8. It says, therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine. You know, and ultimately she will be utterly burnt with fire. You know, for strong is the Lord power who have judged her, man. You know, not just America, but you know, throughout the four corners of the globe, it's gonna happen, man.
Yeah.
So, like I said, hey, we're in some serious times. Like I said, everybody talking about Dark Winter, Kevin Samuels, the Prince Charles. You know, like I said, the elites, everybody, Moab. Hey, like I said, hey, something may happen this Dark Winter, man. So, hey, who knows, man? But hey, like I said, we gotta keep our minds locked in and our spirit girded, man.
Yeah, keep our hearts single.
God. So with that, hopefully he was edified. Of course, we want to give all praises and glory and honor due to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rakakwadash. Double honor to the elders of great mills, the world for teaching the truth, and of course, blessing, for this truth, and of course, peace and blessings and salutations to you. I came out there that's pushing this truth throughout the four corners of the earth, sincerely to the best of ability, scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. With that, I want to say Shalom.
Shalom.
And Kwame Yasharallah.
Kwame Yasharallah.